Excuse me. Hi, sugar pies. How's it going today? How are you feeling? Are you doing good? Are you feeling good? I hope you are. So, as you can see, we are on Restream today because I'm a poor bitch and I can't afford to upgrade my StreamYard. So, why do that when we can do the same thing on Restream? You know what I mean? So, and I used all my free hours you get a month because StreamYard allows you like so many free hours of whatever. I think tomorrow it rolls back because it's usually the 7th. I think it's the 6th, isn't it? I think so. Yeah. So no big deal. I kind of like Restream because it got some more thing. You see like the background and stuff like that. There's more to look at. It's kind of cool. But anyway, I'm I if I'm a little bit whatever because I need to get back the hang of like Restream. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I'm trying to get this out of my mouth hole from my head. But no, if I'm a little hesitant with things or whatever, give me a break. I need to get back in the hang of Restream. You know, I usually use StreamYard. So I apologize. Anywho, let me make sure that the sound is working. I apologize. All right. Yep, sound is working. So today, I thought today we were going to do the full conclusion to our Life by Jen series here that we've been doing. But then I seen that there is a part 4 to this, to Mr. Snowflake's videos that we've been watching. So this is part 1 conclusion, and tomorrow we will do the final conclusion to Life by Jen. How her life, I mean, spoiler alert, it doesn't it doesn't end very well for our girl here. So it's really sad. Extremely sad. But anyway, I'm going to quit yapping and we're going to get into this. So let me get this popped up here. Got another monitor going. I say monitor like it's not my TV. I'm just looking up at Okay. I see why people have multiple like monitors and shit like that, though. It really does help. Okay. Sound check. Hang on. Sound checky, checky, checky. Sound check. Okay. We're good. Let's get into this.
You have to accept life on life's terms. Nothing goes the way you want it to. And you can't make people react the way you think they should react. You can't make life go the way you want it to go.
But you can, though. Yeah, you can make life go the way you want it to go. It takes determination, action, actually physically doing it, doing the things to like say I want to be fit and healthy and lose weight. There are things that I have to do. Like I need to be vigilant when it comes to eating right and doing my exercise routines, which I am not. I have to take responsibility for that. I'm not doing the things that I should do, you know? So you can make your life. You are in charge of your life. But I just thought I should say that. I just thought I had. Okay, we're good. Making sure the sound isn't goofy.
So, long time no see, guys. It seems like forever since I've uploaded a video. It's been a couple of weeks. So around July the 18th is when I started feeling bad. Now, as you guys know, I have been doing keto and I was in ketosis and I was doing really well. I was having a hard time using the restroom, having a bowel movement, if you will.
Oh, that definitely happened. Oh my God. When I guess tried to do the like keto thing last year, which I actually did end up losing weight. And then I was just like, I'm just going to do what I think I should do. And then I lost more weight. And now I am remaining stagnant because of not really the eating situation, even though there are like during the weekend, I ate like crap because I gave in to my temptations of, that time of the month and eating sugar and stuff like that. And I did. I ate like crap, but I'm back on track now. I'm drinking my water instead of drinking pop, soda, whatever you want to call it. And whatever. Now, if I would just get motivated for my walking, I have some things coming that are going to, it's the smallest thing, but I think it's going to help me get motivated to go on walks because I like going on walks. I just don't like people talking to me, like neighbors, like, hey, or if they do a little wave and smile, I'll do a wave and smile back. But I don't want to talk to you guys. I am walking. I am doing my exercise. I am concentrating. And I got some headphones coming, some earbuds. So I'm just going to put music in and walk my ass off and ignore everything around me and just go. You know what I mean? I think that is the way to go for me. I mean, not ignore everything around me because I'm always vigilant about like making sure there's no weirdness going on, especially like around the neighborhood. I was talking about how I wanted to do the neighborhood watch thing, and I just don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to walk or jog and watch, look around and make sure there's no weirdness. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing that when my earbuds come. But anyway, yeah, that will happen. Definitely happen when you're doing stuff like that. And fasting also, that's a big reason why, is because you're fasting. And I'm just saying from my experience anyway, it has caused me bowel issues. Like, yeah. Like I already get constipated because of my, lady issues, endometriosis, whatever. It can make you like constipated around that time of month because of the, what is it called? Progesterone or something levels or hormones, something to do with that. I don't know. I'm not not a doctor. I'm not a professional. I can't, whatever. But it does happen, especially when you have lady issues, hormonal issues. Constipation can occur, and I have that issue. It sucks. And then sometimes I get diarrhea. Like legit, I remember last year, I think I talked to you guys about it when, yeah, I think I made a whole video about it, the downsides of like fasting and shit. Like your bowels get out of whack because you're not eating as much. You know what I mean? So I get it. It happens, girl. It happens. It just, for me, now if you have this problem, anybody comes across this that might have this problem, I'll give you my, what I do anyway. Olive oil helps. Olive oil, like, I know it tastes horrible. Ugh, I hate it. I mean, it tastes good on food when cooking and stuff, but to just like take a shot of it, like take a nice big shot of it in the morning on an empty stomach with a big tall glass of water. And I'm telling you, later on, I mean, it takes a little while for it to work. Sometimes instantly, but it'll take a few hours for it to, work. But I'm telling you, it will get you going. And water, 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 water. I can't stress water enough. And if that doesn't work for you, apple juice. Apple juice doesn't really work for me unless I like drink a lot of it. Maybe a combination, apple juice and some, or some prune juice. I know prune juice tastes awful too, but take you a shot of prune juice and a shot of olive oil, and I bet you your bowels are going. If worst comes to worst, go to Walgreens. These are the best laxatives ever because I have this problem, you guys. So I know I've had this issue for a couple years now, but it's the Walgreens brand of laxatives. There's like a blue cap and they're extra strength. Take 4 of those babies. Sometimes in a few hours, they'll start working. You'll start getting gassy and then you'll be like, oh, here it comes, Or sometimes it'll be the next day and then you'll be shitting like a champ. Sorry. I just keep it real. I'm just being honest with you guys. So, all right, hang on here. I didn't even have, okay, there we go. All right, let's keep listening to her here.
Well, so I drank a 32-ounce glass of prune juice, and that problem was solved. I felt really good. I went to bed that night, and that's when all my symptoms of a urinary tract infection showed up. And then Thursday, I started shaking uncontrollably, and it was to the point I have never shook so bad in all my life. I got a hold of my cousin, and she came right away and took me to the ER. They did a urinalysis, and I definitely had a urinary tract infection. And the doctor said he didn't want to take any chances because of my heart rate being elevated.
Okay.
He was going to go ahead and admit me. I explained this to like a nurse and several doctors, and every time I would start to tell them that I went through the whole story of how I was doing keto, I was in ketosis, I was having problems going to the bathroom, I drank prune juice, and most of them were like, oh, you don't need to say anything else. Keto is extremely hard on your kidneys, and more than likely it was from being on keto. The doctor said when you are susceptible to urinary tract infections, kidneys, keto is very bad for your kidneys. I was going to be released on Saturday. Then Saturday morning when I woke up, I was wheezing. Then it did come back that I was septic.
Keto being bad for your kidneys? That's weird. You would think that it'd be good for you. Is that true, or is she telling a fib? I'm not saying our girl was fibbing. I mean, it happens. But is that true, you guys? Somebody who knows if this is fact, please leave a comment because I have no idea if that's true or if that's a little fib that she's saying. Maybe we'll have to look it up.
The good part was that they had caught it before it got very bad, so I wasn't a severe case of sepsis as I was in the past. The infection stayed in the kidneys and the urinary tract, and just a bit in the blood, and when it had traveled into my blood, that it went into my lungs, and that's why I was wheezing. Clear, they think it was just from laying in bed and not being up moving around. I finally got home on Sunday, which I was never so relieved to be home. I was so worried about my cats. But I'm feeling a lot better. I am still on Cipro. I'll be on Cipro for 4 more days. In the meantime...
Okay, so I looked it up, and this is what I got here. I put, is keto bad for kidneys? The ketogenic diet may have both positive and negative effects on the kidneys, depending on the individual's health conditions. Now, I don't know if our girl already, I can't remember if she shared with us if she had kidney problems. I can't remember. She might have, but the negative effects, the keto diet may increase the risk of kidney stones, worsen chronic kidney disease, and reduce kidney function in people who already have chronic kidney disease. Kidney stones, the keto diet can cause acidosis, which can reduce urine citrate, an inhibitor of stone formation. People who are obese, okay, or insulin resistant and use the keto diet for non-epileptic reasons may also be higher risk for kidney stones. Okay, so it sounds like she's probably telling the truth then. The keto diet's high protein and animal fat content can cause the kidneys to work harder, which can lead to increased pressure and scarring in the kidney filters. This can worsen chronic kidney disease and make it harder for the kidneys to function properly over time. Okay. All right. All right. So she's not really fibbing then. She's not fibbing. Got that cleared up.
I am not to be on keto. I'm not to do anything keto related until I'm cleared by my doctor. So I have not been doing keto for the last 2 weeks. And I have had regain, of course, because as we all know that once you go off keto, you gain back quickly. I can guarantee you that there has been no binging going on because half the time I did not feel like eating, but when I did eat, they were carb things. So there was no counting of calories in the hospital and no counting of carbs. When I did come home from the hospital on Sunday evening, I did order Mexican food because I just did not feel like cooking. It was later in the evening. I was tired. So I ordered my Mexican food. Don't feel bad about that at all. So I have had quite a bit of regain.
It's ready.
Oh my.
552.0 pounds.
But I've still sustained pretty much almost a 20-pound loss from my highest this summer. So let's talk about what's going to be happening moving forward from here. So as I told you, I am not to be doing anything keto for the next few days until I see my doctor again, until I'm okayed to be doing keto. I was told by multiple nurses, multiple doctors, my doctor, that keto is extremely hard on your kidneys. While my kidneys are still in a compromised position, while I'm still on my antibiotics, until those are done, until I have another urine test to make sure that I am completely fine, he doesn't want me doing anything that's going to compromise my kidneys. As soon as I'm cleared, I will be going back to keto because I cannot wait to get back to that lifestyle. Moon, say hi. Or not. I just uploaded my video from yesterday showing some of the foods that I ate while I was in the hospital, and some people were questioning the choices. And no, my choices were not the best choices. I could have been healthier, most definitely. But there are a lot of unhealthy foods on this menu, and most of the menu is unhealthy food. So let's take a look at the menu. This is with breakfast, of course, fruits and juices, scrambled eggs, egg beaters, omelets, salads. They have a tossed chef, salad, carrots and celery sticks. I ordered the fruit and cottage cheese plate because I thought it would be actual. Okay. So then we move down to sandwiches. You've got roast beef, sandwich, turkey with green beans, grilled cheese, hot dog, BLT. You've got egg salad, chicken salad.
Hello,
Susan.
Susan.
Yes, there
Hello,
are healthy
Chris.
choices on there, but
Glad you could
a
be here,
bulk
ladies.
of the options
Love you so much.
are not that healthy and not very fresh. So
What's she talking about?
I completely acknowledge and I understand that my food choices.
What's she talking about? Not very healthy. That looked pretty decent to me. I mean, besides the bread and shit. What the hell, girl? Quit.
Choices in the hospital were not good choices. I didn't feel well as an excuse to eat comfort type foods. And yes, there were plenty of choices on that menu that I could have made work with keto, that I could have made work with any kind of diet that I would have been following. But I didn't. So that's just the end of that. When people are
right, it all does sound good. I get it though. I get it. Like I was saying a little bit ago, I didn't make very good food choices over the weekend, being that time of the month. I use that as my excuse. And being in pain and feeling like crap, I pigged out on sugary stuff like ice cream sandwiches and fruit snacks and, stuff that's not necessarily good for you. And pop, soda, whatever. Yeah, I didn't make very good choices. So, but I get it. Right, Chris. You got to find what's best for you. Absolutely. True, true, true.
Are disheartened or sad that my progress isn't what they think it should be. People think it's rude.
Oh, I
when
know.
I say something back to them,
I know,
that isn't
Susan. I love
100% polite, but I'm just telling you right out that that's your expectations, and the best way to not be discouraged or disheartened is to not expect anything from someone.
That is my weakness. Oh, sugar weakness
Not all of
is my.
My reign has just begun.
Cupcakes and cakes and cereal and cream and cheesecake. Pie.
I think self-care is one of the more important things in life. and it's not just all about weight or all about one thing. It's becoming healthy as a person as a whole. So, and weight is definitely included in there because I need to be healthy, because you only get one body and you only get one life to live. And if you're not healthy, nothing else is going to matter.
She looks pretty tall too.
548.6 pounds.
A lot of people say, well, you could be losing this amount, or you should be.
Oh, that is so annoying. Oh, well, you could be losing this much. You could be like, that's so annoying. Yeah, I know that I could be further than just 50, 60 pounds down than I was last year. I know it took me a year to lose 50, 60 pounds, whatever. I always round up. It's more like 50, but it is 50, but you know how it is. But I know it took me a year to do that. And some people could lose 100 pounds in a year. But guess what? Everybody's body's different. Everybody's different, and whatever. At least you're losing some. At least you're getting healthier. You just went and got oh girl, I'm jelly. What kind of donuts? Speaking of, I love jelly donuts. Oh my God, they got these ones at Walmart. They have like white frosting and it's like raspberry jelly in the middle. I love them bitches. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now I'm hungry for donuts, Susan. I got some Oreos. I don't like the double stuffed ones. Too much cream. So imagine that. Too much cream, too much sweetness. But yeah, I got some Oreos out there. Might have to eat me a couple later. Oh, you miss sweets. I do take a bite here and there with the kids, though. Our lips are sealed, Chris. Our lips are sealed. We will not tell on you. Right. Own rate. Yes. Ooh, chocolate donuts. Yum. I know she's killing me too, Chris. Oh my God, girl, quit. Chocolate's my fave. I love chocolate. Anything. Chocolate cake, chocolate pie, chocolate pudding, chocolate chip cookies, chocolate donuts, chocolate milk. Oh, okay. Let's get back to this. We're going to make ourselves hungry. Dang it.
Who is to say you should be losing X amount of pounds a week? It's not necessary to lose 100 pounds in a month or 50 pounds in a month. As long as you're moving in the right direction and getting healthy.
Yes.
It's ready.
Yes, girl. Yes.
542.0 pounds.
It's 542.0, which is a 1.2 pound gain from Friday. I knew when I woke up Saturday morning, before I even got out of bed, before I even stepped on the scale.
Oh, Susan, that sounds like such a good snack. Chocolate donuts with some Yoo-hoo. Girl, a woman after my own heart. You truly are. That sounds so good. I might make me some Nesquik chocolate milk and some Oreo cookies here in a little bit. When the tiny one was here, she spotted, like, the powdered Nesquik in the little containers. She's like, I want chocolate milk. And I was like, all right, whatever. So we got some chocolate milk. And so I've been drinking some chalky milk lately. Yes, chocolate milk. Yes, that's right. Oh, I love me some chalky milk. Damn it, you guys. My sweet tooth is going, feed me. Dang it. Okay. I'll calm down. Continue watching.
I was going to be up because my finger were swollen. Probably all you ladies out there can understand when you're bloated for periods, you can tell when your fingers are swollen.
Uh-huh.
I decided to look at my period tracker, and lo and behold, my period is right around the corner, literally 3 days away. And even though I know why,
people don't realize how your period affects your weight loss as well, because you could be, down or whatever, and then your period comes rolling a couple pounds for no fucking reason. And you're like, what the fuck? I've been doing everything right. Why am I gaining weight? It's because, you know how it is. You girls know. You're pre-diabetic, so you have to be, oh, that sucks, Chris. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, all I'm saying, sheesh. That sucks, but you ladies be careful. I always pray for both of you and everybody who hears my voice right now. I speak health over you, and wealth and success and happiness. I pray for that for you. Oh, anyways.
why I went up in weight. I know it's water retention. I know I'm bloated. It's still frustrating.
534.4 pounds.
So Sunday's weigh-in was 534.6.
Sorry, it's buffering.
And I know that's just a fluctuation. That's not necessarily a gain. It's just whatever in my body fluctuating. But I stalled out all weekend. I don't get it. I don't understand why I can lose during the week and then stall out on the weekends. 3 weekends in a row now. When I tried to turn my scale on the first time, I hit the little turner-oner thing, and it lit up, and then it went dark. So I have a low battery. I need to change my battery. So I'm hoping.
Sorry for the buffering, dang it.
It's an inaccurate reading because the batteries are low. I don't know. I'm not trying to blame it on that. Could be. Could just be my body is not losing weight for whatever reason at the moment. This anxiety hit me out of nowhere. I definitely think that dealing with the upcoming anniversary of my mom's passing could play a big part in it. This bout with it has been truly debilitating. The last time I was this bad.
Man, that buffering is so annoying. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe, hang on. Let me turn my Wi-Fi off, because that seems to help us when we're on StreamYard. Hello, Dirtay. Yeah, I get it, Susan. I get it. And you're welcome, Chris. No need to thank me. I wish for the best for all of you guys, especially when it comes to your health. You finally got that fly that was attacking you from... That is too much, Dirt. That is too much. I hope you don't care I call you Dirt, because I feel goofy saying Dirtay, because I can't say it any other way. I have to say Dirtay. We had a friend. That's so funny. We had a friend. He was in the music, underground music stuff, because I used to hang out with all kinds of people like that. And his stage name was Dirty something or something. So I called him Dirt. I'm like, hey, Dirt, Dirty Dirt, something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it had dirty in it, some whatever. But I'm glad you could be here, and I'm glad you got that pesky ass fly, little bastard. All right. Hopefully this helps the buffering, because that shit's annoying.
Bad with anxiety was when I very first moved here, right after my mom died. And it's disheartening because I was doing really well. I had a lot of, I don't know, zest for life. I had a lot of energy. I was getting out and doing things. I was going places. I was playing cards. Even now, I'm dreading having to play cards. I played.
Hang on, I have an idea. I have an idea also. You see how my background is moving? Maybe if I change it to something that's not moving, maybe that will help. Hang on, guys. Like if I change it to something like stationary, like this. That buffering is just really fucking annoying me. Like, and it has to be, you're welcome. Oh, wait. Oh, dang it. Okay. Now let's go back to the chat. Okay. Here we go. Oh, why aren't... Hang on, guys. For some reason... Sorry. I'm trying to figure this out. Your comments aren't popping up. On the side here. Oh, well. That's all right. I'll just pop them up like I usually do. All right. Now let's see if that helped.
Yesterday, but it was very difficult for me to sit through the whole couple of hours that I played for. It's very miserable, and I don't really know what else to say about it. It's just miserable, and I'm miserable right now.
Thank you, Chris.
Passed away, it will be 9 years ago. Next week, actually. And at that time, I was no longer able to stay in our home because of financial reasons. I just wasn't able to keep up with the bills, and just also the emotional state of being there without my mom. It was very difficult. And I don't regret living with my mom at all. My mom was my best friend. I loved my mom dearly. I think our relationship was a little too codependent and a little unhealthy, and up. Things are moving forward. I'm moving forward. I'm enjoying life pretty much. But when I woke up this morning, I just feel negative, and I
Been there.
feel like there are times when I see the big picture, and looking at my situation in the big picture, looking at how much weight I have to lose to get to a normal size, when I look at the big picture of the medical procedures I'm going to have to go through, and thing in life that I have done to myself that I need to clean up, it feels overwhelming. Today is the day where I want to say, forget it. This is too much for me. For quite a few.
Yeah, I think a lot of us get it big time. I think there's such a thing as depression so bad it sends you into a spiral to the ground. Yeah, Dirt. Right? I agree with that statement. I do. I understand the grief of her mom. I lost my mom 4 years ago. Still haven't got. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Chris. Oh, I don't even want to think about losing my mom. Ugh. That's about 4 years ago is when I lost my brother. So I understand, you know the feeling. Yeah, you know the feeling too, Susan. We get it. There, if only, man. If only. So many ifs, man. So many ifs. We could have been a support system for her. It's like, I wish I would have known her. I would have reached out and been like, hey, girl, you need a friend? You need somebody? I get it. Like, oh, Dirt, your mom passed away 6 days ago from cancer. Aw, I'm sorry. Oh, my God. That's super fresh, too. 6 days. I mean, it never gets easy. I mean, it gets easier to deal with, but it doesn't get better. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, we have to be here for each other. Yes. I wish that we had this going on back then. So maybe we could have connected with Jen. Maybe we could have been a little support system for her, been friends for her, Yeah, sending you lots of love, Dirt, man. That is, cancer is a bitch, man. I'm pretty sure it's touched all of our families in a certain way. My grandfather on my dad's side, he passed away from pancreatic cancer in 2018. So I get it. I understand. Cancer is, right, Susan? But listen, we got to hope for the best. We got to try our best to hope tomorrow is going to be better than today. I know it sounds cheesy and corny, but we do. We do. We got to try at least.
A few years now, I have built up in my head that someone else could save me. And even though I know that only God and me can save myself,
Yes.
I used relationships until they were going to save me. I have to acknowledge what's wrong, and I have to work on fixing it before I can.
That is such a bad idea to rely on somebody else to fix you.
And I guess that's part of what has got me kind of upset coming to the realization that maybe things aren't going to work out how I wanted them to.
Oh, Susan, he's a fighter, Susan. He is one tough man. He is a fighter. He will fight it to the bitter end, I'm telling you. I don't know him personally, but I know we've talked privately, things you're going through and he's going through and stuff, and he's a fighter. I can say that. But that's amazing that he survived pancreatic cancer. Like, that's amazing. I feel like maybe a year within my grandpa's diagnosis, like he would do good for a little while, then bad, good. Like it was back and forth, or whatever. And I feel like it took him quick, though. I feel like it really took him quick. I always try to remember when I'm feeling like being unfriendly towards strangers, taking too long in line, they could be having a worse day than me. Yeah, I'm glad that you said that, because actually I went to Walmart today and like the Walmart people, the people that stand in the self-checkout or whatever, we had rang up something twice. And literally, like, there was none to be found. And there was just this little old lady who was working, and she was trying to help this other old lady. And I was sitting there, like, kind of getting annoyed. I was like, oh my God, really? Come on, come on. It's like, I shouldn't have been like that, but I was getting quite irritated. I'm like, oh my God, people need to hurry up. Do that. It's like she was doing her job the best that she could. She was an older lady. She, and I did think like, oh, okay, Sarah, don't be such a bitch. She was helping out another older lady too, with, I don't know, scanning some. I don't know what they were doing, but I shouldn't have got irritated like that. Yes, so much love to you, Chris. All of you guys. I speak and pray healing on every single one of you and on all your loved ones, protection and health. I speak that upon you all. Praying and praying.
Wells
That's why you're
Fargo
praying.
has enabled small businesses to create and preserve more than 222,000 jobs, with roughly $420 million donated to support diversity.
He is not. He is not your soulmate. Just because you want him doesn't mean that it's meant to be. Trust me, it took me a while to figure that out. It took me quite to figure that out. Oh, is this the boyfriend? Yes, Chris.
So we start with the story of how you got here.
Yes.
Let's see, lots and lots and lots and lots, and lots of alcohol.
Yep, this is a boyfriend. That's absolutely true, Chris.
So, most of you know that for the past 4 years, almost 4 years, I've been in a online long distance relationship. And I know I made a few videos in the past when I very first started YouTube that I regret making now because I mistakenly was under the impression that everybody on the internet was good. And I knew that that was not the case, but somehow I thought that I was different and everybody would understand where I was coming from and nobody would assume things, but the reality of the internet and social media is people twist things and they put their own spin on your life. So what I can say about my past is our relationship has not been perfect. The amount of love, compassion, and forgiveness that this person has given me is beyond anything. And I know that a couple people have said that they think that he's using me. I know in my heart, I know 100% that he's not using me and I'm not being taken advantage of. He also struggles with addiction. He has struggled with alcoholism and he is now clean and sober, and I'm very proud of him for that.
I have a feeling that that's a little fib.
And we're rolling.
There's some fibbery.
Hello from Texas.
So there's also some people that are concerned that you're using me and that you have motives for being here.
Absolutely. Correct. On spot, on point.
Insert sarcasm here.
See, that right there was reverse psychology, just to make everybody think that I'm really not using you and I'm actually using you. And that right there was reverse psychology to the reverse psychology to really fuck with people's heads.
But there's 0% chance that he's using me. We know that.
How do you
100%.
How
I know. Huh?
How do you know?
Probably most people already know that you're an alcoholic.
What?
This guy just gives me the vibes, the ick vibes. I believe that he was using her. Maybe he was a chubby chaser. Maybe he's into that. Maybe that is a fetish thing. But also, yeah, he's an addict. She's an addict. Oh, God. Like you said, Chris, it's really hard when two people are struggling through addiction at the same time. Yeah, you got to have a very strong support team beside you. Just won't judge you in any time. Right. Yeah, you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. He gives you the ick vibes right off the bat. Gives you the ick vibes. Big time red flag. Mm-hmm.
I have never had a drink in my life.
So I kept telling him he wasn't coming here until he was sober. That was my hard limit. It was just time for him to make a change. It was time for me to make a change. It was time for us to make a change. And we figured that this would be a good restart for him to get back on his feet.
Yes. Went through detox, went through rehab, again.
Clean, sober. So after detox and rehab, it kind of became clear that to start a life, to continue a life, that you needed to change. And that's when it kind of happened. All of a sudden, he decided on Friday that he was coming here and he left on Monday, right?
Correct.
So it was a very quick thing.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. It took me 37 hours on Greyhound bus. And it was a lot. It was a blast. Absolutely fun.
All his belongings are now in my apartment. So
Why is he so sarcastic? You can't, like, you can, but it's like he's, I don't know. Like, okay, there's joking around, being funny and stuff, and then there's, being snarky and sarcastic and I don't know. I don't get it. I don't like his personality that is coming through at this moment. I don't like it. I don't like him.
So we're almost finished. Don't look like the devil, because then people will say you're evil.
I don't care what people say. I don't think I'm evil anyways.
This video, this is just a short thing. We'll do more later.
Yeah, you better edit half this crap out, I'll tell you that.
Are you threatening me? Are you threatening my life?
Yeah, I'm being very controlling.
You're being controlling and
dominating,
threatening.
threatening.
I'm probably going to get beat after this video. Good luck.
Dude, don't even go there.
I'm allowed to have a guest for 14 days. And when he got here, we made it legal. He met my manager. She photocopied his ID. And then after the 14 days, then we will put him on the lease. So he is an actual resident.
Oh, girl.
Until we figure out what we'll do next.
Oh, my God, girl. Oh, no. It reminds me a lot of my ex-best friend who I've talked a little bit about. She has extremely low self-esteem and will put up with abuse from men just because she doesn't want to be alone. And this is really giving me that vibe. Like, yeah, Susan, it's sort of scary the way he looks at it. Yeah. Right? You get it? It is. It's like he gives me the ick. And I'm not being judgmental because, I was an addict too, but I feel like there's more than just alcohol he is addicted to. I think that's just what is being said. I think that is just what is being said as, you know how crackheads will be like, oh, I just got a little bit of weed when they really have like crack and meth and all kinds of shit. Like trying to make it lesser. I think he's just saying, I was an alcoholic to make it lesser, but he's probably on some other shit. And she probably knows it too. And she's just like, oh, just alcohol, because she doesn't want it to. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah, sounds like she's trying to help him more than he's trying to help her. Exactly. Yeah, Susan. I think you'll see as we go through this also. Because I watched these when they first came out. I feel like he is a chubby chaser, like a fetish thing, and a feeder. Yeah, you see it. I feel like he helped put her in the grave. Just my opinion. You guys will see. I feel like this man. You get it. I feel like he was a feeder. He had a fetish for it. I mean, not trying to sound mean, but when you're that extremely morbidly obese, 9 times out of 10, the only people that are going to be attracted to you are people who have that type of fetish. Yeah. Yes, Chris, an addict knows what an addict looks like. Yeah. Not saying just like physically either, but that can be a thing. But I'm talking, actions, the way they act, the way they speak, the way they look at you. This guy is definitely more than just an alcoholic. I'm just saying. Just my opinion.
Love you, peeps.
So this is about, of course, yesterday's video. There was an overwhelming amount of comments, negative comments about my friend, about Gene, and the fact that he's shady, he's sneaky, he's using me. He is not comfortable on camera. He appeared on camera.
Yeah, he's not comfortable on camera now because he sees that everybody sees through the bullshit. They see him for what he really is. Yeah, the way they behave, exactly. That's why he's not comfortable being on camera anymore, because people see him for what he truly is.
Camera with me because he knew it's important to me. There were a few people who were upset and said that they were unsubbing because they weren't here to watch some dude. This channel is about my life, and he is a part of my life. Every video is not going to be with him. There are videos that we want to do together. So from time to time, he will be in some of my videos. But my channel is primarily focused on my weight loss, and that's not going to change. So I don't know why people are so upset that I include somebody that's in my life in a channel that is about my life. I'm not really sure, but if you're that disturbed about it, you do not have to watch. And I know a lot of people are going to be saying that this is condescending, I'm being passive aggressive, I'm clapping back. And if that bothers you, you're more than welcome to not watch. It's up to you completely. And whatever people are making up, I don't know how people are saying. I don't know, some people were just adamant that he is an ex-convict, and he's not. People think.
Oh, arrest 2, charges 2. See, now she's fibbing for this man. Oh, girl, I know you're no longer with us, but oh, my heart. God, I wish I would have known her when she was going through this. I would have reached out to her. I would have, not like it would matter. She's going to do what she wants to do, but oh, God. It's driving me crazy.
Think that he's using me. He's absolutely not using me. First and foremost, he is my best friend. I am used to YouTube, so YouTube doesn't bother me. The harsh comments don't bother me. He's not used to YouTube. He's not even used to being on camera. I honestly don't care what anybody else thinks. This is my life. I know what I know about this person, and I know that he is an amazing person. He has problems, as we all do.
Yeah.
If you have concerns and you say that you're concerned about me, concerned about the status of my relationship, that's fine. But anybody who says he looks shady, he looks like a con, whatever kind of negative things you want to say about him or me, you will be blocked and you will be deleted. He eats very healthy. And having him here, he's been here, we've not ordered out. Well, actually we did order up, but we got salads from Wendy's. And I got a Baconator without the bun. Well,
So you got a big ass Baconator and one of the big ass salad. Wendy's has the best salad. Dude, they got good ass salads with chicken on it. So you're still overeating, babe. Right. You can tell that she is in love with him. I've been there. She's in love with him. He is not in love with her and is probably using her for a place to stay, a free place to stay. And in all honesty, he probably has a bit of a little feeder fetish going on. I mean, that's just me thinking out loud, maybe. But that's just what I think. Yeah. Yeah, probably a Diet Coke. Right, Susan? I got a salad from Wendy's, which a full salad. Those things are big and they have chicken on them. And a Baconator. But I took the bun off. And a Diet Coke. I'm not trying to be mean because I love her, this girl, and my heart breaks for her, as do all of you guys's, but it's just frustrating.
I got the bun, but I took it off when it got here. So he is encouraging me. He doesn't overeat or binge. He doesn't eat unhealthy. He is very into kales, smoothies, protein shakes. He has a ton of coconut water in the refrigerator that he bought. He drinks aloe juice, pure aloe juice, and because it's healing.
Okay, honey, you're talking about how he's so healthy, but what about you? Why? Why do you keep going? You know, he drinks these aloe juices and smoothies and stuff, but that doesn't mean, I mean, yeah, that's good that there'll be healthy foods available at your disposal, but honey, that doesn't have nothing to do with you. He could still feed you other stuff, you know? Like, I really do think that he's a feeder. I really fucking do, or was. Yeah, sure, Chris. Go for it, dear. And I did read your email. I just wasn't able to respond to you. I read it and I was doing something else at the same time, but I apologize. We basically talked about everything, though, in our live yesterday that you were telling me about in the email. But I will get back with you, darling. I promise you, I will get back to you. But yeah, go have fun with the kids, girl. Go have fun with the kids. It looks to me in my neck of the woods, there might be some more rain coming in. There's a dark cloud coming and a cute little chubby robin sitting in my tree staring at me. Hi. Oh my God. I love birds. They're so cute, but love you, Chris, and watch the playback, you know? I am going to finish this today. We are going to get through this one today. And I believe tomorrow there is a part 4, and that will be our conclusion. But yes, I noticed that too, Susan. Did anyone notice she never called him her boyfriend? She said her good friend. Yeah. Uh-huh. I caught that too. I'm glad I'm not the only one that noticed that. No problem, Chris. We love you. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Oh, I'm glad you found a safe space here, a safe little slice of YouTube here with us. I'm so happy to have you. Oh, it just tickles me pink. I love you guys. But anyway, all right, darling, let's get back into this.
So he's very encouraging in the health department, which is very good for me, which is what I need. And it's good for him because I don't drink. So we can encourage each other in the areas of where we need our weaknesses, our other strengths. So it's pretty much perfect.
Honey, no. It is far from perfect. Oh,
game.
We can tell that, and your writer's looking. You know, I think people had very valid reasons for being worried about you. Did the bird just hit the house, or was it Poppy? Might have been Poppy jumping around being crazy. But I thought he wasn't comfortable being on camera. But now he's being featured in all of her videos.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Boom. Bam. Bam. Right there. Fits. Bam. 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 Jennifer did an absolutely beautiful job on
I made a keto breakfast. We finally moved our table. Well, Jean moved our table. I didn't move the table. So we have.
He's a caretaker. It's kind of like he's her caretaker. But she's madly in love with him. We can tell that. But he doesn't take very good care of her. In my opinion, I still feel like he was a feeder.
We have a nice view of outside to look at while we eat.
And I put the chair over there for the kitty cats.
Oh yeah, the chair's over there for the kitty cats.
Possibly prevent them from continuously hopping up onto the table where the computers and the food is. So, you know, can you blur stuff out? Hi.
That was creepy.
Can you like blur?
There, I'll blur it out right there.
Seriously though, do you have a blur?
So today, me.
He seemed really annoyed by her right there. Ow, sorry guys. I got like a hangnail and it's really annoying me. Hang on. I'm going to let this play. I need to get... This is driving me nuts.
And my sidekick, my sous chef. We're going to be making a keto-friendly cake with frosting. Measure
Yes, measure.
it out for us.
Doesn't she have a cute little accent?
All right, we're going to try our keto cake. Ready?
That's creamy.
That's really good.
10:45.
What the heck is that?
We have two people back there doing something illegal. I'm going to keep my eye on them.
You don't do that during bingo.
Get a room. For those of you who are new, welcome to you as well. My name is Jennifer, and this is Jean.
Oh my God, Jen, he is definitely using you. No man loves a woman that doesn't respect himself, and you clearly don't respect yourself. Are his teeth rotted? Nah.
Is that the only thing that he addresses? Is it his teeth, the teeth part? Is that like he doesn't defend her or anything?
You're definitely using me. Back to this comment.
Oh
right?
yeah. Thank you, Stella, for your assumption. I really look up to people who have a God-given gift for being a prophet and knowing exactly what's going on in strangers' lives. I mean, that is absolutely stellar. I don't know, anyways.
And that's from Grace and Elizabeth.
Yes, Grace and Elizabeth Thornton.
Thornton.
Yes, I have a learning disability.
You might think that you need a man to feel better, do better, but you don't. You need to learn to love yourself and be content in yourself first and foremost.
Yes.
Okay, let's just clear this up, peeps, real quick. Life isn't perfect, and we love each other, absolutely. We have a sweet, tender love. She is sober to me, and I am sober to her. And so we are a perfect fit. We're helping each other, and we know where we're going. We're committed to going to that place, and we have goals, we have dreams.
That sounds so insincere. Like, we have a sweet, tender love. No. Ew, the ick factor of this guy is just ew.
Plans, we are serious, we're not using each other, so we can just go ahead and just zip it up and throw away the key on all that bull crap. Next.
Yeah, Very much so, Susan. He gives those vibes.
So, I haven't done a weigh-in video or talked much about my weight loss or lack thereof in a while. My last weigh-in was right before my birthday last month, and at that time I was 5'11". I've weighed 3 times since then, and I have had considerable weight gain, but I'm not trying to hide it. I've just felt really shitty myself, just put bluntly. That's the reason why I just haven't talked about it. And this was before Gene got here. This has nothing to do with him being here. And actually, since Gene has been here, I haven't binged, because as I've said in my other videos, binging for me is a...
Yeah, you haven't binged because he's fucking feeding you, so you can't physically binge. He's making, like, I hope that made sense. Yeah, I feel like that's too, Susan. I feel like horrible things went on behind closed doors. Yeah. Because not long after she gets with this guy, she ends up losing her life. Not saying that he did anything nefarious. I'm just saying he definitely contributed in one way or another to her demise, I feel, in my opinion.
It's a very shameful thing. It's something that I do in private, and he's always here. Now, as far as overeating, probably, but there's a difference between overeating and binging. And also an upside of having him here, because he eats extremely healthy. I mean, he does the...
I can't remember, but I know that she was in the hospital because she took, I remember some of her last videos, she was in the hospital, I remember seeing. And she was bigger than she is right here, as we're seeing. She's very, yeah. So, I don't know. It'll tell us, though. It'll tell us eventually. I don't know if this part, probably tomorrow, when we watch the final part. I thought there was 3 parts, but apparently there's 4 parts. So, but I'm thinking she had a heart attack. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
The protein shakes, the organic food, he is really a good influence for eating wise, and we've eaten a lot healthier since.
She's really trying to sell us on this dude, which makes me feel, because I've been here. I've tried to sell like my mom and stuff, like on dudes, like, oh, but mom, you know, he has a job. And, you know, he comes right home after work. He doesn't go to the bar, nothing. But in reality, he was a horrible piece of shit. You know what I mean? She's really trying to sell this guy.
He's been here. I had stopped going to see my therapist right before my birthday. Sometimes I get to the point in my life where I'm like, I got this, I know what I'm doing, I'm cured, I'm healthy. Then I fall flat on my face, which I have. The days that I eat low carb, I don't eat it consistently enough to put my body into ketosis. So I guess technically you would want to call it, I'm not doing keto, I'm doing low carb, and I'm not doing a very good job of it all the time. It's crazy the way of weight I gained, and I am embarrassed of it, and I'm just not willing to share with you guys what I weigh right now. We did indulge, like at nighttime we would have snacks while we were watching movies and stuff like that. So it's just the little things that I didn't need.
Man, that is the worst time to like pig out too, is at night. Like I told you guys, sometimes I slip, but I try not to after 7 p.m. I try not to eat or drink anything except for if I'm thirsty, drinking some water. And yeah, that's like the worst time to pig out. Yeah, I agree, Susan. I that is also my opinion that he was feeding her today. I feel like that is accurate. Again, these are just our opinions, but we're allowed to have our opinions.
need. It wasn't overly unhealthy. I haven't binged since he's been here. So I do understand that I can be controlling. It's something that I work on, and I have been working on, and I know that I need to change. I know I am passive aggressive. That is not something that is new to me. I can be manipulative. Yes, I can be, and I'm not proud of these things, but it is who I am, and I'm being honest about how I am. An addiction is the same at the core. Different substances are different because, like with my food addiction, my personality doesn't change. The signs of mine, I just keep gaining weight of my addiction. Boy, if I don't have my food, I can throw little fits.
That happens. Definitely happens.
A lot of you guys have been asking why I've been waiting to release this video if I was going to talk about the weight loss. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys, there's no other way to say it or no excuses. I just didn't want to bother with watching what I eat over the holidays. I know that's bad. I know that my health is at risk. I was just in a mind state of I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and I don't care about it.
Man, trying to lose weight and be healthier and eat healthier during the holidays is so hard because there's so much delicious food, and I'm always the one cooking it, so I know it's delicious. I get it. It's not an excuse, but I understand.
Anything else. I am going back to, like I said, keto. Gene is going to do kind of keto. He doesn't need to lose weight, of course. And it's been kind of aggravating because he has been eating a lot of bad stuff the holiday season, sweets and treats, all kinds of good stuff, and he doesn't gain an ounce. It's just the kind of body he has. He doesn't gain weight. January 1st,
Hello.
2020.
It's ready.
Wow.
So as of January 1st, 2020, I am 553.4, which is a 42.2 pound gain since October the 24th, 2019. I can't even tell you what went through my head. I kind of like just blanked out when I heard that, and when I actually saw the number of how much I had gained. Fortunately, I didn't gain back everything that I lost. I'm still down from last year, which is good. At least I'm not back into the 570s where I was last year. I take full responsibility for this. This is completely me, and when I've seen what I did to myself, I am determined to not let this go on. As you guys know, some of you that have been with me for a while, I used to do my grocery hauls like one every couple weeks, or sometimes one a week or one a month. But since Gene is here, he has offered to go to the grocery store. That's what he's been doing. He's been doing the grocery shopping. So, like I said, what you're gonna see is the freezer clean out, the pantry clean out. We got rid of all the junk food, and some of the stuff we gave away, some of it we threw away, and others of it that he decided want any more junk food moving forward. All right, so here is what we've pulled out of the cupboard, what we're going to be getting rid of. First we have big.
You know what really annoys me is when people do this, like even on 600 Pound Life, they get, like, I know it's junk food. Most of it will be junk food, but it's like, I really hope like you could donate that to like homeless shelter or something like that. So I hope that's what they do instead of just throwing it away. Like, you know what I mean? Because at least it'd be food. I know it's not nutritious or anything, but at least like homeless people would be able to eat, you know? I'm just saying.
Big old bag of Lay's potato chips, Frito scoops. This kills me too because I wanted these so bad. These are Takis. And I barely had just like a couple of them because I just kept getting other food and more food and more food and didn't even finish them. Pizza, flavored Pringles, Tostito chips, a box of Sociables. These have been sitting by my bed since New Year's Eve, and luckily I have not torn into them. I just had like this mini meltdown of I feel really resistant to throw this stuff away. And it was even to the point where Gene wanted to go out to smoke, and I like burst down into tears, and I was like, please don't go out, because I'm afraid if you leave me alone with this stuff, I'm going to eat it. I feel like I'm being deprived and I'm being cheated out of good food, and because I relate the food to fun and to feeling good and feeling happy, and I feel like getting rid of this is taking my happiness away and taking my joy away.
I started feeling emotions too, because I'm like, it was so much fun during the holidays to like eat with each other. You know?
And I know there's healthy alternatives to the bad stuff or to this stuff, but it just doesn't seem as fun, you know?
It doesn't.
Thank you for being there for me. I love you.
Too big.
Yeah.
I try not to look like I'm dying while I'm walking. I've been on this journey for a long time. If you go back through my older videos, I've been trying this again and again and again, and I keep messing up, but I keep trying. And I think that's the most important part is no matter how many times you fall off, you have to get back up and keep trying. I think the only time that you fail, you truly fail, is when you stop trying. So let's talk about how the week has went. This week has been really good. I have not eaten off plan. I have been eating strictly keto, friendly foods. I have stayed below 1,800 calories every single day. Actually, it was 1,700 calories every day. There were times that I was tempted. It was a little bit hard at first. I also have started walking. I know it's going to take a while for me to get to the point where I can walk long distances. Every step counts, I feel, and as long as I keep putting the effort forward and keep moving, I think that's the most important part. I've been in this chair for about 6 years now, so it's not going to be, I'm not going to get out of it overnight. So.
539.4 pounds.
I weighed in at 539.4 pounds. Last week, my starting weight was 553.4, so that means I am down exactly 14 pounds this week.
It's ready. 532.6 pounds.
This week, I weighed in at 532.6, which is a 6.8 pound loss from last week, and an overall of 20.8 pounds lost for the month. As 20 pounds in 2 weeks is, I feel, is amazing. I should have done better. I'm positive I could have done worse, but I'm happy with it. I'm moving in the right direction, and that's all.
Right?
That's all I can ask for.
That's good. Right, Susan? I bet he kept some for himself.
Welcome to Adapted Mind, the Monster Math Academy.
Yeah, I bet you he kept some.
Your child can make their very own monster.
It annoys
Win awesome
me.
prizes.
Hang on. It annoys me because he clearly sees. She clearly made it. He doesn't love her. He doesn't love her. And I'm going to tell you why he did not love her. Because if he loved her, he would not be a selfish fuck and keep eating whatever he wants. He would go through this with her. It doesn't matter that he doesn't need to lose weight. He would support her. But he doesn't want her to because he's a fucking feeder, in my opinion. Just saying. He's a creep.
From now on, I'm going to be devoting more time to myself and bettering myself. I know I've said this so many times before, and it is a cycle for me. I feel like a failure because I start out really well, and then I can just see it just dropping off, and then I feel like a complete failure, and I go into hibernation mode, and I kind of hide, I guess, and then I fall back into the food, and I regain.
532.0 pounds.
So as you can see, I'm down 0.6 pounds, 6.6 this week. And that's not even, I wouldn't even consider that a weight loss. That's just a fluctuation in body fluids or body mass, whatever you want to call it. All week I was up a pound, down a pound, up a pound, down a pound. What kind of made me the maddest or upset was I didn't go off track and eat a bunch of food. I was just not counting my carbs. I was definitely glad I didn't gain. I didn't binge, which is good. I was eating keto-ish food, but still eating too many carbs. So, and another thing that I have started, a bad thing this past week that I need to stop is Diet Coke. I was getting a large Diet Coke at Subway.
That's funny because, Susan, when you were talking about the Diet Coke a little bit ago, but yeah, I agree. Notice he's not in many of the last video. Right. I'm going to have to say I share that opinion that he helped in her tragic early demise.
Probably every day. And there was a couple times that I got 2 in one day. So on January the 30th, 31st, I woke up and I didn't really feel well. I had a pain in my back. My back was really hurting badly. So that Saturday and Sunday I was in bed. I was in bed because I was in pain. I had a 104-degree temperature fever. But that went away and I felt better on Monday. So I think it was just like the 48-hour kind of virus that I caught. But then my back was hurting. You know, been better, thank goodness. And so I think I'm on the road to recovery. So with that being
probably her
said,
kidneys or
there's
something.
no keto going on. I'm definitely not in ketosis. I have not been following keto. I have not been following any kind of food plan. I do plan on getting back on the scale and videoing it and showing you guys where I'm at as soon as I feel like I'm able to step up onto the scale. Right now, taking steps is very difficult, so I can't promise you when that will be, but there was a couple things like from my last video when I said about not doing a weigh-in because my back was hurting. I know it sounded like I was using that as an excuse to not do a weigh-in, but that we all know that that's not an excuse not to do a weigh-in. I mean, I could stand up and stand on a scale. It had nothing to do with my back. It's just I was off track. I'm off track, and I don't want to see the scale. People were coming down in the comments about Jean bringing me the food. I've had this problem long before I met Jean. I'm 44. I've been a compulsive.
Yeah, you've had this problem long before, but now you're doing worse. You actually end up losing your life shortly after this guy comes into the picture. So, yeah. You're just making excuses for him, babe. She was just making excuses for him.
Compulsive overeater pretty much my whole life, and I have access to ordering food online. I have access to DoorDash. I have access to all those things that people can bring me food that I don't need Jean to bring me food. So it has nothing to do with him.
I'm a little guilty of it. Well, yeah.
A little guilty.
But she controls me.
Ew, I can't stand him. I can't stand his attitude. Oh, and then the vid happened. Here we go.
It became really surreal in our city that's today. The first person passed away in my city today, so that was very sad. It was I think a 69-year-old female, and had underlying health conditions. My prayers do go out to her family and this difficult time. We've hit like a peak in my city. I think they said today's the peak or this week. It's been changing quite frequently, and it's very scary. It's a very difficult situation. I hope you guys are staying safe. Our building has shut down for visitors. There's big signs on the doors. So it's been really difficult for some people who don't enjoy being in. I know for me, I'm used to being in a lot, so it's not really a big change for me or Jean as well. The sheltering in place is just kind of like a normal thing for us. So luckily, it isn't affecting us adversely. I've been eating some bread and some other things that I shouldn't. Not necessarily, I've had no fast food, but the higher fat foods combined with the carbs has just not been working. So I have been trying. No, I haven't been trying. Let's stop, Jennifer, just be honest. I haven't been trying. I've been half-assing it, as I said. I need to either make the commitment to do keto or don't do keto and get on some other kind of a food plan. So I've decided that I am sticking with keto. I do feel the best on keto. I've lost the most weight with it. I have sustained. So like I said, the last time I weighed in was February the 28th. And at that time I was 542 even. I weighed in on Sunday, and this is my weight for Sunday, March the 15th, 2020.
537.4 pounds.
And that is a total of 3.6 pounds down since February 28th. Disappointing, very disappointing. It could have been a lot more, I know. But 3 pounds is good because it's not 3 pounds that I've gained. So I guess you gotta look at a silver lining somewhere.
Hi.
Yes, I do get out of my wheelchair. Yes, I can move around.
Sorry, guys. Poppy came over beside me, and when she's next to me, I can't help but grab her and give her loving. Yes, I know, baby. I love you. I know. I'm sorry. I know, but I love you. Yes, I love her so much. Okay, go. I had to hug her and kiss her. As you can see, she was screaming for help. I couldn't help it.
And yes, I can walk. Do I walk around as much as I should? No, I don't. And I need to work on moving around more. And that is what I'm going to be doing the next few months. I have said I was going to do better for long enough, and I'm just tired of being this way. And it's time to do better. I've had a physical therapist a couple times who has helped me with movement. My biggest fear is my fear of falling. I'm totally terrified of it. And
that's funny, Susan.
My feet
Your dog's like, I could have swore I heard a cat.
I will put this out there. Amber Lynn Reed has reached out to me and we spoke. I have apologized to her for my hasty opinions about her life. I, like a lot of people, formed my judgment on what others had to say. And I didn't understand how YouTube was until I became one of those people on YouTube who have had lies told about them. I can't even begin to tell you the lies that have been told or the
I'll say one nice thing about him. He has a nice jawline. That's my only nice thing that I'm going to say about that freaking creep. Look how he's looking at her. It's creepy. It legit is creepy.
Opinions that have been formed about me that just aren't true. Sometimes when you read comments, you like to pretend like, oh, the comments don't hurt, but there are some comments that do hurt a lot. That's why we've just not been reading comments. I've gotten so many comments since I've started YouTube about people saying that you look like trash, you look horrible, you look like a hot mess. People are so concerned.
I get those all the time.
Unkept, that I'm
I don't read them anymore, though.
I shower daily.
So I'm just assuming that they're
really
still
well.
there.
I
but
get compliments all the time on how good I smell. I did a complaint with YouTube over a copyright infringement of my work, my uploads. This was done at the advice of a family friend who is an attorney, and they assured me that this is definitely not the kind of fair use that people like to claim that is fair use. There is no false striking going on. I've always made it known that I have no problem with people doing reactions to my...
Okay, so this is the person that was claiming to be her dad. Here's my real name. I'm not afraid to take you to court. I'm serious. 8 tonight Eastern Standard Time is back, or I start taking action. +2 can play at your game, Jen. I know people ready and waiting to copyright strike your channel. I just have to give them the okay. Consider yourself warned. Take the strikes off. We can play nice. Ew.
My videos, they were using my entire video. They weren't just reacting to it. They actually did a screen record and kind of a sloppy screen record at that, and recorded the entire video, and they just talked over portions of the video. That is not fair use, and I stand behind my decision.
Actually, it kind of is fair use, so. It's in commentary, and that goes under fair use.
And a lot of people have been asking about Gene and his employment status. Gene is working, as a matter of fact, and this is the internet. People like to stalk. People like to try to figure out information about you, about where you live. Most people, it's well known on the internet where I live, and that's not a secret anymore. But I'm definitely not going to give away what Gene is doing for a living. Another person has said this is going on. This person had left a comment as a response to that comment using Gene's first name, his given name. They were calling him Vernon. His legal first name is definitely Vernon. So
Vernon? No wonder he goes by Gene.
This person was like dropping his name like 3 or 4 times in the comment, like they were dropping some big bomb that nobody was supposed to know. It's not a secret. It's just not the name he goes by.
Yeah, probably because he's a criminal. He's arrested.
By 2050, there will be more plastic than fish in the oceans.
I don't
there
like
are 18
looking at
billion
this.
pounds of plastic waste entering our...
No, I don't want to see that. That makes me sad. Looks like the dark clouds passed over, so no rain. Ooh.
I never really told the story about how I got from being shut in my room for 4 years, not leaving, to the point I am now, out of my room. 2 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and her walking had become difficult. Prior to that, still hadn't left my room. I was dealing with the anxiety and the depression and my weight issues and feeling bad about myself. Her walking was extremely difficult, and she had a very hard time. She used a cane, and then it quickly escalated from a cane into a walker. My mom wanted so bad to take care of me that she would literally, tire her out so bad, but she would bring my food to my room to make sure that I would eat. As much as I love my mom, and I don't blame her at all for, I'm going to say this, but I don't blame her at all for me being overweight. I'm the one who put the food in my mouth. But she was very much my enabler. Whatever I wanted, she would get me. She just wanted me to be happy, and she knew that the way I was unhappy, and she did what she thought was best, and she got me what I wanted to make me feel better.
And that right there sounds like the dude that she's with. You see how that like connects? Are you seeing how it connects? She found a guy who would enable her like her mother did. See? It connects. You guys have some sun today? Oh, good. I'm glad you got some sun. I mean, it's sunny here, but cloudy also. So I hope, I don't know, we might still get a little rain. I guess there was a tornado nearby. Not last night, might have been. My mom told me. But okay.
As the months went on, her walking became more and more difficult, and it was to a point where she would pack up, like, and this is very embarrassing, but we would have one hot meal a day, and then the rest of the time we would have like snack food or sandwiches, because she just couldn't climb the stairs 2 or 3 times a day to bring me food. So that's where a lot of my weight came in, because we would be eating pizza, or she couldn't stand to make regular meals, so we would have fast food, whatever we could order in. Knew that it was getting to a point where things were going to have to change, because she just couldn't walk the steps anymore. So we had beds set up downstairs because I wanted to be with her. I didn't want her to be downstairs and me upstairs by myself. And I knew that I would have to leave my room eventually. But I kept putting it off, and she kept saying that it was okay, she could still climb the stairs. So the day before she went to the hospital, we made the decision to come downstairs, to move downstairs, our beds downstairs. Her walking was so bad at that point that to get down the stairs, she had to sit down the stairs and scoot down them. It took everything inside of me. I knew.
Oh my God. And you very much could walk your happy ass down them. See, I'm not trying to sound mean, not trying to speak ill of her, of the dead or anything like that. But girl, you were just overweight. You were not immobile. It just really, it kind of irritates me that she had her mother doing this for her. It's just annoying. See, I love her and I feel empathy for her, and God rest her soul. Rest in peace, girl. You dealt with a lot of things, but also at the same time, you were definitely in the wrong with some things. Definitely. You guys had tornadoes nearby yesterday. Yeah, man, it's been a very active tornado season. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Yeah.
I knew that I was so afraid of her falling down the stairs that is what gave me the courage to finally leave my room. We came downstairs. We were down here for one day. She wanted me down here so bad and out of my room. And I really, truly believe she held on and held on until she just couldn't hold on anymore. Because she wanted...
Yeah, you would have had more time with her if you would have got your big ass out of the bed. Like nothing was stopping you. You just, oh, I'm depressed, I'm going to sit in my room. Like, for real? Like, sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick, but yeah, she was selfish. Very selfish. Like, you could have had so much more time with your mom if you would have got your ass up and stopped being Selfish.
Wanted me out of that room. She knew there was no future for me staying in that room. We were down here for 20 years before she fell. She went to the hospital and she never came home. But I believe she held on until I was out of the room, so she knew. And as long as I was down here, I was going to start living the life that I needed to get better. She basically gave her life so I could change mine. Because I was so content in having her do things for me that I probably wouldn't have changed. Sadly, it took this happening for me to wake up and see that I needed to change and I needed to do things on my own for myself. I can't let her down. I won't let her down. She gave a gift to me and I'm going to make her proud.
Today I want to talk about something that has been brought up a lot recently, and I wanted to set the record straight. This is about the fact that I have a second channel. Well, actually it was the first channel. This is technically my second channel. I started that channel over 10 years ago, and I posted some videos. I made a few introduction videos talking about my past, and I just left that channel there. It was never my intention to hide it. I didn't any of the videos. I even commented with a link to some people who started asking a few months ago about that channel, that people had found it. It was never like it was hidden. So there's things from my past that I'm not proud of, but I am certainly not ashamed of anything that I have shared. I think that she would agree if she was here today that our relationship was on the toxic side. It was codependent, and it was not a healthy one as the years went by. A lot of people were saying that I forced my mom to bring me food when she was ill. I guess in a broad sense, she was forced to do it because there was no one else.
A broad sense, because there was nobody else there for. Bitch, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean. You were totally capable of getting the fuck up and going downstairs and getting your own food. Ew.
Else to do it. I didn't demand things on her, but she knew she had to take care of me.
No, she didn't have to. Oh, this is irritating me.
People are twisting those facts and making it sound like I was a dictator and I was telling my mom what to do and telling her to bring me this and forcing her to crawl up the stairs. In addiction, there is manipulation and control. I would go on and on and on because I didn't have what I wanted, which was my food. And my mom would say she would just give it to me to shut me up. And they made it sound like I was a to my mom. There was a time when I was a teenager that I did and I'm not proud of it. I was going through a very rough time emotionally, and I did hit my mom. Not proud of it. I'm very ashamed of that. I have repented many, many times for that.
You actually want to put that out there?
I already did.
Oh.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying, Susan. Mm-hmm.
I began to fall off the so to speak, in life. Got more unthankful, more lazy. It's always nerve-wracking to take that first drink again, because I cleared over 3 months. It was 3 months and a week, and but then I went to go get some whiskey. Anyway, so then after that, I continued on, and I started hiding it, trying to hide it from Jennifer. So, getting back on track, it's never easy. So, I don't know what to say because I'm not on track.
Neither am I.
Have AA lined up. you know.
Yeah, she does. She looks way bigger, way bigger.
Locations where I'm to go, and I have gone to a meeting, and I am looking for a sponsor. However, right now I'm just in a place where I'm gonna need, you know, some extra assistance because it's in my body, it's in my mind, and that's kind of the only answer. I feel like I'm just.
Oh, talking from hurt.
Cut again. I don't know really what to say.
It's just hard for when you struggle.
No, don't. I don't want you talking for me.
I'm not.
Help talk me through this. Like, what the fuck do I talk about?
How you're feeling.
How am I feeling? I feel like
We do look forward to getting back on track because we were having a really good time making our healthy recipes. And Jane has been reaping the spoils of eating unhealthy. He's gained a little bit of weight. To sum it up, February has been a rough month for us, both of us together. The one thing that is not rough is we are committed to each other for
Oh,
the long
quit.
run, because I can't see my life without him. He's my best friend, and he is worth, no matter how much we've struggled. The good part is I know he's my best friend, and I've never felt more comfortable with anyone in my life than I am with him, and I am not afraid to be honest with him about how I feel or all my things that I'm ashamed of. I'm not afraid to tell him, and I know he feels the same way.
Hello. 541.5.
Oh my God.
I've gained 9 pounds. Definitely not as bad as I had thought. I was expecting a lot more. I was expecting between 20 and 30 pounds. I'm very glad that it is no more than it is. But now it's time to turn it around and get back on track and get it moving downward again. This is how it all starts for me. I'll be doing well, and then I think, well, since I'm doing well, I'll just have one thing that I like. Say, I don't know, if there's some kind of fast food, I'll order it once. And then I feel bad about the one time, so I'll just do it again, and then I'll get back on track. And then I feel bad about the second time, and then I'm like, well, I might as well just have it again because I'm already off the wagon, so I just might as well go ahead. And the longer that continues, the worse I feel about myself, and the more into the food I get, and the more off track I get.
Her cat, her cat, the little black and white one, passed away. And at the end, I don't know if you heard that, it kind of, she said, I'll see you again soon. So it's kind of foreboding, but yeah, tomorrow will be the final conclusion to this. It's going to be really sad because we'll learn, you know, she does end up passing away. And hang on here. She did end up passing away, and I can't remember how, but we'll see that tomorrow. So yeah, very sad. Yeah. It was very foreboding. Like, but anyway, second part, the conclusion to this sad story of Life by Jen tomorrow. Hope you guys can make it. Same time, you know, every time, same time. Unless something comes up. So keep an eye on the community page, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If something comes up, I'll let you know on the community page or in a short that, you know, it'll be postponed. So just keep an eye on things, okay? I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me your time out of your busy day, out of your busy life. Thank you so much. Your time is the most valuable thing that you can give to me or anybody's. Remember that. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for all your love and support. Yes, you have a good day too, Susan. And you listening to my voice right now, you have a good day too. And much love to you. Tippy tippies to my Cash App scrolling at the bottom of the screen are very appreciated, but not a necessity. So no worries there. The channel is not monetized. So any tips are very appreciated. And I thank you for those. But other than that, like I said, your time's the most valuable thing that you can give to me. So thank you so much for giving me your time. We can make more money, but we can't make more time for ourselves. Okay? I wish you all health, wealth, success, and happiness, and blessings and protection over you all, especially protection over all of our children, protection over them the most. Okay? We'll talk soon. Mwah! Bye, sugar pies.